United USA 2020. Check it out. What up, y'all? Welcome back to United USA. I appreciate all y'all that are holding it down, all my truthers. Shout out to y'all, man. Getting a lot of love and, confirmation in the comments again recently. Seems like on a roll. Let's keep that going. Could be posting 10 or 20 videos a day. I would be doing it, believe me. What I want all y'all to know is that the truth is out there.
I think one thing we should have learned from the 20th century, but of course didn't, was that there's something extraordinarily dangerous about totalitarian utopian visions. That's something Dostoevsky wrote about in his great book, Notes from Underground, because Dostoevsky had figured out by the early 1900s that there was something very, very pathological about a utopian vision of perfection, that it was profoundly anti-human. In Notes from Underground, he demolishes the notion of utopia. One said, imagine that you brought the socialist utopia into being, and human beings had nothing to do except eat, drink, and busy themselves with the continuation of the species. He said that the first thing that would happen under circumstances like that would be that human beings would go mad and break the system, smash it, just so that something unexpected and crazy could happen, because human beings don't want utopian comfort and certainty. They want adventure and chaos and uncertainty. And so that the very notion of a utopia was anti-human, because we're not built for static utopia. We're built for a dynamic situation where there's demands placed on us and where there's the optimal amount of uncertainty.
This is an historic moment. We have in this past year made great progress in ending the long era of conflict and Cold War. We have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order, a world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations.
That's why today I am committing the United States to achieving the Sustainable Development Goals. And as long as I am president...
So, California legislators passed a law that bans owner-operators from using a provider that gives them loads. So, that's basically going to take all the truck drivers that are owner-operators and put them out of business in the state of California, which will consequently drive up your prices at the grocery store and whatever stores you shop at. It's not going to help the consumer at all. And it's going to force truckers to leave California if they want to keep their business and stay in business and go to a state that is not mirroring that. Unfortunately, a lot of states like New Jersey and New York always mirror what California does. So that's what's going to come up. And
this is not, as I said, it's not a conspiracy theory. It's a conspiracy fact. And back in 1987, the United Nations, the World Conference on the World Commission on Environment and Development stated the concept. Now you've heard it everywhere, right? Sustainable. You've got sustainable yogurt now. But sustainable development is, the concept is that the needs of the present are developed without compromising future generations' ability to meet their own needs. So, of course, then they determined that, yes, everything we were doing now was threatening the ability of future generations to meet their needs. And that commission was sent out to come back with an action plan for the 21st century. And that's what Agenda 21 is. That's why it's called Agenda 21. It's the agenda for the 21st century. And this is, as I said, it's a plan to inventory and control you and everything that has to do with your life, everything having to do with the planet. So it's inventorying and controlling all water, all land use. We're talking about the potential of losing control of everything that we have, including our own bodies. And what you find with Agenda 21 is it's divided into two elements, which is smart growth and the wildlands. And what happened after, of course, we know that it was signed onto, Agenda 21 was signed onto by George H.W. Bush in 1992. And then it was brought back to the United States to be implemented here. Clinton, in 1993, established the President's Council on Sustainable with, of course, our captains of industry like Ken Lay from Enron, Dow Chemical, and then you have the environmental groups as well, Natural Resources Defense Council and others. And they all got together and they said, how are we going to get Agenda 21 into every single town, city, state, county in the entire United States? So they decided that they wanted to focus on controlling land use. And what they did was they gave a multi-million-dollar grant to the American Planning Association. And they said, can you guys come up with a plan for us that we can get into?
We have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order, a world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations. When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order, an order in which a credible United Nations can use its peacekeeping role to fulfill the promise and vision of the UN's founders.
Well, that's quite the little pep talk. Sales pitch, Mr. President. Wow. Yeah, okay. So YouTube, you gonna keep trying to debunk New World Order? I mean, you just said it. You spelled it out. It's here. It's been here for a long time, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for everyone to wake up. What do you guys think I'm doing this? Doing these videos for my health? For my wealth? I don't think so. There's a higher calling for all of us. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's just a small peek, just in 7 minutes, just to share with you. I could share so much more with you, believe me. And there's much more to come. Please stay tuned. Help me and support me by liking and sharing this video.